Do you ever look back on your day and feel like you literally did nothing? I used to waste hours scrolling and procrastinating until I realized the one thing that absolutely changed everything for me. There's actually two, but I figured out how to turn every minute of the day into a win. In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to stop wasting time and how to start winning as a teen. Let me start off by saying that I used to be the biggest time waster when I was younger. On all the days I didn't have school, I used to literally scroll for hours on TikTok and Instagram Reels until like 4 in the morning. I remember just sitting in my bed every single evening, every single night, literally just scrolling on my phone, going from video to video, and something just felt really off about doing that. And the thing is, I hated it so much because it would always set up my day for failure the next day as well. So essentially, I wouldn't only be fucking up the evening, but I'd also be messing up the next day as well. I remember I'd always be waking up late, so if I went to bed at 3 or 4 a.m, I'd always be waking up at like 11 a.m. the next day, midday the next day. And then not only would I wake up late the next day, but I would continue to scroll and continue to check notifications on like apps like Instagram, TikTok and Snap. I remember my specific routine of waking up was I'd grab my phone straight away after I'd left it on charge for the whole night. It'd be at 100%. So I'd check my phone, I'd be on Instagram, and then after that I'd go to Snap to respond to the list of people that I had on my Snap roster. And then after that, I would literally just go back to scrolling on TikTok for 1 to 2 hours before actually getting up and starting my day. Each morning I used to just waste so much time and I absolutely hated everything about myself. I remember waking up and after finishing the morning routine of just scrolling for 2 hours, I would kind of just put my phone down and kind of just accept defeat that I hadn't done anything productive and I was kind of just gonna follow the rest of the day with the same sort of start I'd had. Also, if you can relate to what I've said where you scroll for like 3-4 hours in the evening, make sure you like and subscribe. That way you get immediate access to any new piece of content I release. I went through the same things that you did. Now it's my mission to help you change. Now, it was only after I did these two habits that absolutely changed everything for me. It was only after I did these two things that I stopped procrastinating and I stopped wasting time and I finally found a sense of purpose. I found that after incorporating these two habits, everything changed, and since that moment, I've never actually ever looked back. The first thing that I did was found a goal to obsess over. I remember back in year 9, I started going to the gym and I started exercising, and when I did, that absolutely changed everything in my entire life. I remember from that point in year 9 when I started the gym and I got a gym membership, I was obsessing over fitness so much. I remember I used to watch so many fitness videos. I used to watch videos from Jeff Nippard and all these other fitness influencers, and I was literally obsessed with building an amazing physique. I was obsessed with getting stronger, adding progressions and progressively overloading on my reps, and I just really felt like this was the new chapter of my life that actually brought change. I remember I downloaded MyFitnessPal and I started to track every single thing I ate, and I was so obsessive with tracking calories, tracking macros, hitting my gym sessions, getting cardio in. I was so obsessive with that. And this is the thing nobody told me, but me having this new goal to obsess over absolutely became the center point of my life. I finally had something to put all of my time into, and I was no longer as pulled towards scrolling and doing these bad habits because now I'd found something completely different. For me, it was kind of like progression in like a video game. Now that I'd found something to do in real life, I could progress just like in a video game. And naturally, without even trying, I kind of just stopped going out as much with like random people, stopped going to parties, I stopped scrolling because everything in my life was centered around the gym. I remember when I set goals for my fitness journey and what I wanted to accomplish, everything changed. Also on my channel, I've got so many videos that I've kind of explained how to set goals and why it's important to set goals. After this video, make sure you give one of them a watch because they're really interesting. And I've kind of given a system that you can use to make progress. The other thing that I did, and I don't even want to share it with people because it's such a power tool and it absolutely changed me and all the people I know. This one thing absolutely just gave me so much structure and integrity throughout the day to the point where I don't even know if I'm going to go back to living like a normal person. I'm so regimented and I'm so structured to the point where I absolutely love life and ticking off boxes feels amazing. I do this every day and it's a habit called planning today, tomorrow. And essentially what you do is the night before you go to bed, the night before you're going to go to sleep, what you do is you write down every single exact thing you're going to do for the next day in specific detail. When I did this, I absolutely loved my life and I absolutely loved getting out of bed and I absolutely loved moving from checkbox to checkbox. I was no longer just wasting empty time walking around doing random stuff. I was kind of just like a bullet going from A to B, A to B. There was literally zero empty time, zero dead time in the day. And so many guys can relate to the point where they've done what they've needed to do. They've done their school homework, they've gone to the gym, they've ate some food. Now it's kind of just like there's empty time that they have throughout the day that they end up just wasting doing degenerate habits. With this method that I'm talking about, with what I'm doing, there is none of that. I'm literally going from A to B all the time. And I absolutely love everything about my life now that I've incorporated this and now that I've got other people doing it. This one habit moved mountains for me, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. So basically, what you want to do is the night before you go to bed, have like a notes page open, or maybe even write this down if you want, and just write down the exact timings of what time you're going to wake up, what time you're going to do certain things. So for example, if you wake up at 7 a.m, write down wake up 7 a.m. With me, I do this so specifically to the point where I'll write 7 a.m. wake up, and then after that I'll write 7:01 a.m. open curtains and then make bed. I'm going to try and see if I can put something up of my exact timetable, because this method absolutely changed everything, and I wasn't just walking around dazing through life. You can even section this off, so you could have 7 till 8 a.m. morning routine, and then you write down all the habits you want to do in the morning routine, and then you have like 8 till 3 you might have school, so then you could write school, and then after you could just go straight home, then make and eat food, then go to the gym, then get back home, shower, eat. You see what I'm talking about. Like, you kind of just structure each bit by bit. And the thing is, most, if not all, bad habits don't appeal to me when I have this system. When I'm going through my day and I'm just going off box, and I'm just ticking off things, I don't really have like the pull to do towards bad habits, because I'm just so entwined, so integrated with the next habit I'm going to do, with the next thing I want to accomplish. So if you just write down specifically what you're going to do at each portion of the day, no exceptions included. This could be 11:02 a.m, 11:04 a.m. You kind of just have everything structured. If you do it like that, I guarantee you the next 2 years of your life is going to be so much more different, and you're going to drive more results than you have in your entire life. And yes, I'm not joking when I say that. You can make more progress in the next 2 years than you have for whatever you're focused on right now in your entire life. This way of setting goals and this way of basically progressing through things absolutely changes everything. And what I want you to do now, and I want you to do this right now, I want you to really visualize and really picture where your life's going to be. Once you start implementing these two habits where you have a goal and now you have like a military masculine sort of routine where you're doing bit by bit, I want you to really think about where your life's going to be. Think 5 years from now where your life's going to be if you're literally so structured, so disciplined. Someone tries talking to you at school, and because you're so locked in on what you want to do and so focused on your next habit, you're kind of just like shortening the conversation just so you can go. The thing is, I did this and it quite literally changed my life, and I've made more progress than I have in pretty much years. These last few months of my life have been amazing, and I've made great progress, and now it's time for you to do the same thing. With me, I'm no one special, and I managed to do it, so if I can do it, you can definitely do it as well. No matter where you are right now, no matter what your situation is, you can definitely incorporate what I'm talking about, and you can definitely just become a completely different person just within a few weeks from now. You can quite literally change the shape of your future just by incorporating these two habits, and I'm really hoping that you listen to what I've said in this video and you start applying things. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you can just make sure you like and subscribe. That way it helps me out, and it also helps you out because you get immediate access to new ideas and new content every single week. I tackle problems no one else on YouTube talks about because I understand the younger generation more than anyone. I've seen all the bad problems that people go through. I see all the bad habits that the younger generation are just immersed with and what other guys go through. And now it's my mission to help you remove away from that and break free from all the bad things that have come your way. As always, there's one last thing I like to say before I go, and it's that always strive for excellence, because great things will come your way.